Hi mga higala, Maestra Judy here. Welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while that I haven't been on my YouTube channel. So mainly because I think you can notice that my previous video are all about verb conjugation. So I'm done with my verb conjugation book. Me and my editor have started doing editing, proofreading of the book. So while I am working on the verb conjugation, mga higala, I've been learning how to bookbind. So here is the result, here's the product. So this one, it has window. The fabric that I use here is cotton linen, and this is hardbound, mga higala. And since I am the one doing it, I'll be able to provide this kind of binding to everyone at a cheaper or lower price, okay, because I'm the one doing it. So making a book like this actually is a labor of love, because like one book, it will take you 1 hour to 2 hours depending. So since I am a beginner, it took me some time to finish this one. Also, this one is just a very simple book. There's no window like the other one. So this the same, it's hardbound, it has ribbon, it's like this, and this is a perfect bind. As you can see, this is a perfect bind book. I actually asked on my Instagram, which one do you prefer, this one or this? So some of you, they like this one. It's because of its simplicity and the minimalist style, and this one is maybe to some of you liked it, some of you find this too much. So at least I can offer both, whichever you like. So for those who would like to order this one next year, okay, so the release date, the final release date of this book, mga higala, the verb conjugation, is February 2024. So I am targeting to finish the editing, the proofreading by January. I will not give you date, basta within the month of February. So this will be available then on Amazon, and this one will be available here in the Philippines. There are 3 designs, mga higala. So if you want the cheaper version, the cheaper version is going to be, gonna look like this. It's a spring, not really spring, the bind is, they call it comb binding because of the spine. The spine is kind of different. It's not even spiral wire, so they call it comb binding. This one is a cheaper option, and this one, of course, this is going to be a bit higher because of how it is bind. This is also hardcover, and the binding of this is different. So at least you guys have different options to choose from. So the feel is different. It feels so elegant and classy. And since I'll be the one making this, I will be able to offer you guys this at a cheaper or lower price. So you know, guys, binding, if I have to have this done outside, this will cost super expensive. This will cost a lot. Like, just for one book, hardbound bind, A5 size, it's already 3,000 pesos. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. 3,000 pesos. Hold on. Let me show it to you. Okay. Just for this book, this is hardbound. This is produced by Amazon, by the way, mga higala. So just for this size, if I have this printed outside for just less than 10, maybe less than 10, this will cost 3,000, almost 4,000 pesos. Okay, so just for this size, this is already 3,000 plus. And you know, so now that I know how to bind, so I'll be able to price my book, hardcover bound books, and like this at a lower cost. Okay, so I will never sell this at 3,000 plus, so it should be lesser. Okay, so I don't have a cost yet for this, but it's gonna be less than 3,000 pesos, definitely less than 3,000. or even less than 2,000. Okay, for the past few days as well, so I've been studying, so I've been working on a lot of fabrics, different styles, different colors. So this one is flesh, this one is emerald green. Okay, this one is the same as this one, they have the same fabric. One is avocado green. So I will be offering the verb conjugation book with you will have different options here, different fabrics, different colors to choose from. So at least you get to enjoy what kind of binding, what kind of fabric you will use. There will be a lot of choices. So I actually have here new fabric as well. So yeah, this is just to, you know, help you get excited in studying verb conjugation. Again, this will be released in February 2024. And currently, it's holiday. We are so busy. Behind the scene, mga higala, I've been wanting to create videos, but I really couldn't. My schedule couldn't really accommodate making videos and editing and all the production. It's kind of a lot on our plate. So the inside of the verb conjugation book is going to be like this. I would like to give a shout out to all my sponsors. This one, so this is not updated here. Thank you so much. This one is a business sponsorship. This one is Kape, Tano, Lavender, and Guido Apparel. The owners of these businesses are very generous to us. They've been a big help of our family since the beginning. So my way of giving back to them is to at least help them spread the word of their business. So yeah, these Kape, Tano, Lavender, and Guido Apparel, if you are in Cebu, they are located at City Times Square. So if you are around to check this out, they are just there. They're very near to each other. All my sponsors, by the way, mga higala, have the ebook of this original manuscript, and they've seen it. They are the first one who've seen this book. And one comment that I can share with you from one of the sponsors is from Eric Belen. So he said this. Okay. So the reason why I'm opening my book for sponsorship is because I've been wanting to purchase good quality printers. And so here are the printers that I bought initially. Okay, so let me show you, mga higala. Okay, here, mga higala, so I already purchased Pixma Canon. The prints are really good. I really love it. Doesn't make the prints turn into greenish or brownish color. So this is a great printer for my colored books, like the children's book. But then I've been wanting to still have to get one more of this. And so you guys, so to all my sponsors, here it is. Here's the printer. This one, initially, I have the Fujifilm. This is actually, I didn't buy this one. This is a trial for me. So I actually asked a company to provide me a printer. This one is a laser. The result is also great. The colors are great as well. But then the problem with this is it's not viable to my business. The cost of the prints is really expensive, so I have to let this go. But if you guys have companies, and if you guys have a company and you're looking for a laser printer with good, I would say good prints in color, it has Wi-Fi, it has a scanner, it's actually a very good printer. Okay, so if you're looking for this kind of printer, this one is a good one, a colored laser one. Okay, so if you want to ask for the company where I got this one, please message me So I will just not put their information here. Just message me if you are interested to get this. So they will provide a printer. All you need to do is purchase their inks. Okay, purchase the ink and they will provide the printers. And they have other printers to offer to anyone. So they have a lot of options. So, and they will always try to help. They will always try to give solution to your problem, printing problem. And yeah, the customer service is really good. I really love their customer service, the agent, the sales agent, and the people behind it, the staff. They're also very supportive on my requirements. But then again, I have to let go of this because it's really not working for my business. So I really love this printer, but it's not working for my business. So yeah, so that's why I bought this one, Pixma. So far it is, the inks for this is also expensive. So I've been looking for a cheaper option for the inks. But so far the inks of this one really, it is very compatible to the paper that I've been using. So yeah, so this one is a good buy for me. So I will be adding one more. So just in case if this bug down, I still have another one. Okay, so my printers, I actually have other printers here. Excuse the mess, mga higala. This one is the printers that I bought from the previous sponsorship. This is Epson L3210. It's been working so great. But then the problem with this one is I would say the prints. The black becomes greenish or brownish color at the corner. So I believe it's because I really do not know what's the reason why the black color, the black ink turns brown at the edge. So I have to find another printer that will correct that. So but this one is a really good one for other prints. Okay, so this one is the answer to my problem, to the the black ink turning brownish or greenish. The inks of this one is really good with my photo paper. Okay, maybe it's because of the acid from the paper. The Epson ink is not compatible with it, so I'm not so sure really. So I have two of these, but then this one I still have to return to the company, and then I will have to purchase one more of this just to help me print faster with the children's book. So the reason why I'm printing my own children's book, it's because of the capital, the investment involved in printing books from a printing press. So if I have to print my book from a printing press, the problem there is it involves a lot of money. Like the minimum money that I should spend is around more than 100,000 pesos. So that's a really big amount of money. And then I have to print 1,000 copies for the book, and the return of the investment really takes so much time. So I have decided to just print my own books here at home. For the year, actually, Miguel, I'm so amazed. With this year, 2023, we were able to release children's books. I think about 9 books. There were, the first set 1 is 4 books. The set 2 books, another 4, so that's 8. So those are for absolute beginners. And I have also released this one, okay, Dakup Dakup. This is for, I would say, level 2, okay? This one has a lot of words already. It's like jam-packed here with words. So here are how to pronounce it, how to, say it in our own accent. And then we have the vocabulary here, and the story is here, and the English is at this side. So it's jam-packed with words. So this one is not for absolute beginners, but more like intermediate to advanced. Because I already have the, the printer, Pixma printer, I was able to print so I will be able to create my books and will be offering it very soon. I will post the links where you can purchase this, so I'll post my Shopee and Lazada links, so where you can purchase the Dakup story. Okay, we've been through a lot this 2023. A lot of things have been going on. So for next year, I'll be focusing on verb conjugations. So there are 100 verbs in this in this book. So I'm not sure if I can finish 100 verbs next year. So it's going to be, each lesson will have one video, and I believe the video will take about an hour or more, okay, because I'll be talking about all the 37 conjugations that is available here in each verb. And aside from that, I will be adding audios and then audio lessons as well, so that you can download it and listen while you are offline. So those are the minimum, the basic video, audios, and Test Yourself app. The Quizlet app will always be there. Yeah, so those will be what will happen next year. And at the same time, I will also be sharing vocabularies, okay, and vocabulary lessons like what we did this year. So there will also be like that for next year. I've been planning to have more live streaming next year. I didn't do live streaming this year. Number one, I don't have time to learn how to do it. So now I've been checking out on how to do it, and learning it as well. So I'm really hoping next year I will be able to do some live streaming with you guys. So I've been wanting to connect with everyone through live streaming. Okay, so learning kits. These holidays I will be also finally finalizing the learning kits, and then offer it next year. For this December, I have so many things on our plate. So our kids are having their periodical exams, and I've been busy with, aside from the kids, I've been busy with my BIR and permits, the legal stuff. So just in case, mga gala, if you are interested with how to do business here in the Philippines as a small business, if you want those type of topics, let me know in the comments as well. Maybe I can give some inputs, so I can share my experience as well to you guys. Just let me know in the comments, just write it down. And hopefully next year, one of my focus also is culture. Actually list down all the things that I wanted to talk about the culture of our culture. If you are already here in the Philippines and doing business, do not forget to, let me show you, Miguela. Here, there. So do not forget to make sure to display these documents, because if these documents are not placed in a very obvious place, the BAR, the tax mapper, they will charge you, they will penalize you for not showing this in your business. If they couldn't find this, they will penalize you. Okay, so you have to make sure you have all the documents. So we have here, this is the new NIRI. So this one is also very important. Without this is 1,000 pesos penalty. And your business permit certificate, your DTI certificate, barangay permit, BAR registration, yearly registration. And this one, mga higala, this one is my affidavit that I am the only person in my business, that I don't have any employees, I don't have any staff. So I have to make this affidavit and place it there. Like majority of the government government offices, they will assume that you have a staff. So I will always tell them that I'm the only person, I'm the owner, I am the staff as well. So you have to have that affidavit and it should be notarized. Okay, so place it there. Because you have to submit that to the SSS and to the BAR, not really BAR, but SSS. The SSS asked me to furnish that document because it is, how would you say it? It is required for employees to pay for the SSS, the social security of their staff. Okay? So if you go to this, if you are going to get the sanitary permit or whatever permit that is, and they will require you to have, and you will say you're the only one, you're the owner and you're the staff as well, like me, just bring that one. The affidavit of no hired and salaried employee. Okay, so that this is to save you headaches because they will require you to have a staff. So I didn't really understand when I went to the city health. They will ask me to have a staff, and then I said, why would I have a staff when I'm the only one, and then I don't have any plan to hire an employee. And then the woman there, she's saying a lot of illogical nonsense things. So, and then I told her, I have an affidavit that I don't have an employee. Is that enough? And then she said, yeah, that's enough. So just bring that if you are the only person, if you are the only staff and owner/owner. I'll say, okay, just to, save yourself some headache trying to make sense with the staff on duty. Since October, I've been working so hard for the verb conjugation, and initially I only have 10 verb conjugation, and then I realized that no, there's much more than just 10, and then I listed down all the conjugation I could think of. And then I reached 37. I'm supposed to release this by November. Last November. I'm supposed to release this last November. And unfortunately, because I increased the list to 37 verb conjugation, I wasn't able to finish it on time. And my editor said, what are you doing? Some of you may know Raymond, my friend who is also teaching Bisaya. He actually said, oh my gosh, you're making verb conjugation and it's about 37 of that, Lowell. And he said, well, good luck to you because it's really a lot, mga higala. So I've been, like, the moment I wake up, I sit down and work on this immediately. And then after that, I have to send my kid to school. So I don't have any helper, mahigala, so it's only me and my husband, and the kids have been, doing our own thing. And, there come a time that I felt like you should do something else other than verb conjugation. So that's why I started learning bookbinding. If you guys have something in mind, like if you have a request for next year, which lesson you want me to take, just shoot it down in the comment section below, mga higala. So, before I go, mga higala, somebody requested me to organize my playlist. Yes, I will do that. My playlist in YouTube is like all over the place. So I will do that, don't worry. So, but I just, not this December, because this December is really hectic. So it's going to be next year. So I will organize the playlist. So for those who plan to just consume my lesson that I have here on YouTube, I will organize my playlist so that it will be easy for you guys to hop from one lesson to the next one. And if you are a serious learner, head over to my site, Cebuano101.com. Not all my lessons are here on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. all my lessons are actually on my site. Okay, mga higala. So you can support me here. Thank you so much for those, for you guys who have been watching my YouTube videos. And to all my patrons, daghan kayong salamat for supporting me. Some of you have been with me for the past 4 or 5 years already, and and until now you've been supporting my site. And I mean, without you guys, I cannot really maintain the site. I mean, maintaining the site is really expensive, but because you guys are there, I was able to maintain the site until now, mga higala. Okay, daghan kayong salamat, ug malipayong Pasko kaninyong tanan, ug unsa na niyo, di na ko kay bawang Bisaya. Okay, malipayong Pasko mga higala, ug amping mong tanan, kita-kita tapo. I'm not so sure, maybe I can have one more video before the year ends, but no. Okay, so I'll just pop here on my YouTube channel. Okay, mga higala, daghan kayong salamat for today and for spending time with me. Amping kanunay, daghang salamat. Bye.